The results of the Facebook poll are in, and of course I'm making chickpea curry. Here you can see I have about 2 cups of chickpeas. I have soaked them overnight to make them soft. All the recipes I saw online called for canned chickpeas. I want to use fresh. I have 2 cans of tomatoes. I have herbs and spices here, and I have some diced onion and garlic also there to go in it. For my herbs and spices, I have 1 3/4 teaspoons of turmeric, 1.5 tablespoons of curry powder, 1 1/4 teaspoons of garam masala. Please use less if you don't like spicy food. A half teaspoon to 1 teaspoon will be plenty. I have 2 bay leaves in here, and that is about it. So I have cloves of garlic and diced onion in this bowl. I'm going to saute them out before we cook everything on high pressure. I have 2 cans of diced tomatoes, 19 ounces in each can. I'm going to pop these in the food processor, give them a whirl. I don't like diced tomatoes to be whole and chunky, so as soon as that's done, I'll come back. I have the tomatoes pureed, the chickpeas are rinsed and drained. I'm now going to turn on the sauté feature on the Instantpot and sauté the onions, garlic, and spices.
So I simply hit sauté, and right now I have it set to more, but if you want it on normal or less, you simply hit the adjust button. I think some people were hitting plus and minus, but this is for your time, for your Instantpot if you're setting the minutes. So I have it set on more. It's now on, and when this says hot, I'll start my onion sautéing. The Instant Pot's hot. I'm going to add my onion. You'll hear a nice sizzle. And I'm just going to cook these down for maybe a minute or 2. I'm going to come back because I'm going to toast my spices in here a little bit. And once my spices are going, I'm also going to add my garlic. I think I forgot to mention, I am sautéing the onions in extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to add in my spices. I'm going to let them toast in here, or I guess fry, for about 30 seconds. Then I'm going to add my garlic, let that go for another 30 seconds, maybe a minute, depending if I want to watch it to make sure it doesn't brown. I don't want my garlic to brown. So I'll put this in. Oops. Give it a quick stir. My hands are slippery. And I'm just going to let this go for 30 seconds, and I'll come back when I'm mincing my garlic.
I'm going to be adding minced garlic now. I have my garlic mincer here. I do not like powdered garlic, so I'm going to mince 3 cloves of fresh garlic into here. I'm only going to show you one in this clip in the essence of time, but I am using 3 cloves of garlic. We really do like garlic. So I'm about to add in the tomatoes. Once you get these in, make sure you give your pot a good stir from the bottom. This will help you deglaze and bring up all the spices and onions from the bottom of your pan and mix that flavor right throughout your sauce.
2 bay leaves. We're going to stir those. And our chickpeas. I added in salt to the tomato puree. I just did it to taste. It might be a half a teaspoon in mine. So now I've canceled sauté. I'm going to make sure it's on sealing. I'm going to put it on manual. I'm going to put it up to 10 minutes. Then we're going to let it go and do a natural release. So it's going to take about 30 minutes altogether.
So the pressure has released naturally. We're going to take a peek now together and see what we got for this chickpea curry dish. Here it is. I'm going to give it a quick stir to see how much liquid it contains. If it happens to be too runny, simply take some of the chickpea mixture out, maybe about a cup, put it in the food processor, blend those chickpeas up, put it back in, and this will act as a thickening agent for your curry.
So it looks pretty good. I'm not going to thicken this up anymore. What I will say is the chickpeas still have quite a bit of bite to them. That's how I like them. If you like your chickpeas more tender, I would let this go on high pressure probably for 15 minutes instead of the 10 that I had it cooking for. Here's a close-up, and don't forget to remove your 2 bay leaves.